Hey guys, it's Honey. I'm recording this video at the beginning of May, but you guys are only going to see it at the end of May because that's when my boyfriend's birthday is. So this is my boyfriend's mascot. I made it a little while ago, and while I do like it, I think there are a lot of places I could improve, and I also want to switch up the mold that I used. If you couldn't tell, this corgi is heavily inspired by the black and white corgi, which my boyfriend really liked, hence why I modeled his mascot off that, but I want to incorporate some more space details into his actual mascot. I don't want to completely change it, but I want to make it more unique. So today I'm going to be walking you guys through the custom process of changing my boyfriend's mascot to a more updated version. For this custom, I'm going to stick with the corgi head because that's the mold he likes, but I'm going to make a standing version using this blank collie body. So let's get started with the first step, which is our head swap. So for my head swaps, I choose to use a hairdryer. I know a lot of people use the boiling water method, which is supposedly really good, but I'm just used to using my hairdryer. And thankfully, the corgi head went on the collie body really nicely. From there, it was time to remove the tail. I actually ended up using a scrap piece of a lion's tail that I had used for another custom to create this corgi tail because corgis have shorter tails usually, and I thought it just worked better with this custom instead of the long collie tail. Thankfully, black paint is very forgiving when it comes to customs, so you don't have to be the cleanest when applying it. And I really just kind of went in messy, at least with the first coat, all over the head and then the body. But while you guys are watching the custom process, I wanted to talk a little bit about this custom and my boyfriend. So my boyfriend and I have been together for over 2 years now, and he is my favorite person. I love him more than anything, and he's probably watching this. Hi! And I wanted to make him a new mascot because he has been so supportive of my custom journey. Like, even when I create a custom that I think isn't good, like isn't up to code, he is my number one supporter, telling me that it looks good and like just making me feel like my work is worth it. And I love him so much for that. He keeps me going when it comes to my customs, and he's one of the main reasons why I have put so much effort into trying to make my customs better over time. If it wasn't for him, I probably would have given up on customs by now. Like, I love doing them, but I probably wouldn't make videos about them or post them online. I'd probably just do it for myself. But he's really the person behind the customs who has been pushing me forward, and I cannot thank him enough for that. I love him so much for that, and it really is such a game changer to have someone in your life who truly supports you even when you don't support yourself. And so I wanted to make him a new mascot to kind of show him how much I appreciate him. Obviously, I got him a bunch of other stuff for his birthday as well, but I wanted to show him like all the effort I wanted to put into his mascot because I liked his original mascot that I made and he liked it as well, but I felt like I could do better and I really wanted to make him proud with a new mascot. Looking back at the painting process while I'm doing the voiceover for this video, this is probably the proudest I've ever been of a custom paint job wise. It's definitely just the cleanest. It might not look like it right now, but that's because I'm putting like 50 coats of white paint. But the end product is definitely the proudest I have ever been of a custom to date. Hopefully I will continue to get better and this isn't the best I got, but for right now, I really love how this custom turns out. I also want to give you guys a little information about my boyfriend's mascot, like what the whole inspiration was behind it. Like I mentioned earlier, he obviously likes the black and white corgi, but on top of that, he is really into space. So I thought I need to make the corgi custom more space-like. So I did like the stars on the body, and I was going to incorporate some purple as well because purple is his favorite color. And I thought, why not make the ears and eyes purple? Not only that, but it also kind of ties into space with the whole like nebula and aurora borealis kind of vibe. I was originally, when I started this custom, going to use a kind of iridescent powder in the ears to give it a bit of a metallic sheen. It didn't end up working out, so I did opt for a different method, which you guys will see in a minute. But that was the kind of inspiration behind the pet. His favorite color, one of his favorite kind of subjects, space, and then his favorite LPS mold being the corgi. I also opted to give it the collie body instead of the original corgi body because it gives him more options to dress it up. When we've recorded together, he's had a bit of trouble fitting LPS accessories onto his mascot because the corgi's neck is so thick. So I thought by giving it a collie body, it'll be easier for him to enjoy dressing his mascot up for when we record together. I also want to take a moment to pat myself on the back because how clean are these eyes? Like I said, this is the best custom I have made to date. I don't know how I did the eyes so perfect. Like, I was just on my A game making this custom. Maybe it was because like I was making it for someone I love and I really wanted it to be perfect. But I popped off with the eyes. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It is a rare occurrence that I pat myself on the back for my painting skills because most of the time I'm like, I could have done better, I could have changed this, I actually don't like how it turned out, etc. But with this pet, I pat myself on the back. Like, I love it. And I have since given this pet to my boyfriend because obviously, like I said, I recorded all this in the past and we are now in the future while I'm doing this voiceover, and I have given him the corgi and his other birthday presents and he loved it. And he actually was like super impressed with it. Like, his reaction was better than I could have hoped for, so that made me so happy. For anyone curious, I also bought him a new keyboard for his computer, some snacks, and some Pokemon cards. I made like a Pokemon card bouquet, which was another little crafty thing I did. But yeah, so I think he had a good birthday. I hope he did. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna let a bit of the custom talk for itself because I'm not too sure what else I can add right now. I will talk again when I come back to the ears because I really want to speak on them. But for now, just enjoy the painting process. Wow, I'm back. So if you're wondering what I'm doing in this clip, I am actually applying a thin layer of PVA glue to the purple sections of the corgi's ears. And that is because, like I mentioned, I originally wanted to do iridescent ears. it just didn't work out. I was doing something wrong, I don't know what, but instead I opted to go for glitter. And I also made him a special little collar. I have a ton of these scarves from G7 Pets because it was a very reused accessory, so I thought, why not make him a space themed accessory as well to match the pet. So I went in with black, silver on top to give it a nice sheen, and then I also glued on a little charm that I had, specifically this little star. And once this little accessory was done, I of course glossed up the eyes of his new mascot, and my boyfriend's new custom mascot was complete. So here it is, all finished. I am so proud of it. I love it. And yeah, this is how it looks. You may notice some really cool little intricate details. So of course we have these stars in the sky, or in space I should say, all over the pet. We have his custom matching collar, but my favorite detail of this pet is probably its eyes. You might be able to see the right eye has a little planet for its eye shine. It is satin with the rings, and I freaking love how it turned out. I don't think I'd ever be able to replicate it again. Maybe, I don't know, but I love how the eyes turned out. They are my favorite part, and of course everything just turned out so well, and I couldn't be happier with it. And like I said, it's for someone I love, and I wanted him to love it, so I put my love in it, if that makes sense. Of course, I'd love to hear what you guys think about this custom as well. I've really been doing like more experimental customs, but this was a more traditional custom, you know, just a head swap, a little bit of sculpting with like the tail, and then just painting. You know, there isn't like some huge sculpted parts or anything like that. The main thing I added, I guess, would be the glitter. But I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this pet, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe. And to my boyfriend, I love you, and I hope you like your new mascot. And until next time, bye guys.